Yes, you want to get rid of the income tax, but what are you going to replace it with? Nothing!
Though his mind is not for rent, don't put him down as arrogant. His reserve a quiet defense, writing out the day's events. No river. What do you say about his company is what you say about society. Catch the mist, catch the myth, catch the mystery, catch the drift.
Republicans were elected to end the Korean War. The Republicans were elected to end the Vietnam War. There's a strong tradition of being anti-war.
The world is love and life are deep. Maybe icy skies are white. Next time so you retire on you. The space invades against
We have to come to our senses about this issue of war and preemption and go back to traditions and our Constitution and defend our liberties and defend our rights. Our foreign operations around the world to maintain our empire is now approaching $1 trillion a year. That's where the money's going, and that's where it has to be cut so we can take care of education and medical cares that are needed here in this country.
Governor Gilmore.
Why do we go to the Middle East? You know that oil is very important about the Middle East and why we're there. Why did our government, help overthrow Mossadegh in 1953? It had to do with oil. So our foreign policy is designed to protect our oil interests. The profits, that's not the problem. It's the problem that we succumb to the temptation to protect oil interests by
And I got to tell you, after standing up with them, some of these people frighten me. They frighten me. When you have mainline candidates that turn around and say that there's nothing off the table with respect to Iran, that's code for using nukes, nuclear devices. I got to tell you.
Senator Clinton, do you regret voting to authorize the president to use force against Saddam Hussein in Iraq without actually reading the National Intelligence Estimate, the classified document laying out the best U.S. intelligence at that time?
You know, that was a sincere vote based on my assessment.
Where, if at all, do you disagree with any of your Democratic colleagues, Democratic candidates on this issue of the troops, the funding of the war, how to get out?
Well, I think it's the difference between leading and following. I think.
Look, I think it is important to lead, and I think, John, the fact is that I opposed this war from the start. So you were about 4.5 years late on leadership on this issue, and I think it's important not to play politics on something that is as critical and as difficult as this.
Congressman, whether or not we should have gone to Iraq is a discussion that historians can have, but we're there. We bought it because we broke it.
A small number of people called the neoconservatives hijacked our foreign policy. They're responsible, not the American people. When we make a mistake, it is the obligation of the people through their representatives to correct the mistake, not to continue the mistake. There were 5,000 Americans over there in Afghanistan and Iraq and plus the civilians killed. How many more do you want to lose? How long are you going to be there? How long? What do we have to pay to save face? That's all we're doing is saving face. It's time we came home.
Gentlemen, thank you.